Happy Thursday, boys and girls. My name is Jeffery Scott Mitchell, coming to you live on Memorex from the ultimate remote location, default route. I'm out here doing what I do, and I'm thinking to myself, this may be a kind of a monumental, if that's the word, moment in that I realized to myself that, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I realized to myself that am I a slumlord if I rent out property that I wouldn't live in myself? I guess that's what it comes down to. Am I a slumlord if I rent out property that I wouldn't live in myself? Because I'm here at the ultimate remote location, the place where I grew up, on the default route, where there is a ultimate route. I could say that I'm in the ultimate remote location, and there's an ultimate route. The ultimate route goes through where I grew up, and where I was raised. And today is the last day that I could actually probably walk that route, because tomorrow I gotta walk this one to get a rental car. And it kind of made me feel some kind of way that I didn't want to go that way. I just didn't want to go in that direction. I had no inclination or desire, or usually I'll have a not live, but just, I record it and podcast it later.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Because live is like
My company's looking for a social media.
Oh yeah?
And they're starting out at $20 an hour, but they're going up to $50 an hour.
Really? Yeah, I'll take a look, see what you're doing. I live in California, but yeah.
Yeah, well, you don't have to be here.
Oh, what you just trying to do, have
Yeah, we have an office set up for, we just had a little office set up for Ohio.
okay. So what kind of stuff was you looking for? Like websites or just Facebook? Oh, TikTok, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll see what I get. I don't really, probably won't be me. Because you probably want somebody dedicated, especially at the TikTok. You want somebody younger who knows that TikTok bullshit. I mean, because it's a whole thing to it. Yeah, when I'm talking about me. Yeah, well. Okay, all right. I'll definitely take a look at it. I'll think about it. Yeah. Hey, good to meet you, man. He said he wanted to have a social media presence set up. He saw me doing this and talking about going live and TikTok and all this and all that stuff. And, if it ain't for me, I ain't for it. Let's just be honest. If it ain't for me, I'm probably not gonna be all enthused about doing it. Let's just think about it that way. But as I was saying, so I'm walking this way, and I had no inclination, no desire, no need or whatever to go that way. I walked that way one time, down Market Street, north from Midlothian, all the way. I walked down past South High School, and there's basically not much there anymore. I was saying in another podcast that when I walk by, once I pass Midlothian, once you pass Midlothian, you get to see the infrastructure it just drops. The infrastructure, the businesses. I would even say property value. I don't want to say property value, but I'm not sure, but you get to see it just drops. A lot of vacant places, and just, they keeping it clean as much as they can. It's not like trashy and dirty. In fact, it's probably cleaner than where I'm from, LA, in the valley where I walk, because there's less people. And they do keep it clean. It's just a lot of boarded up buildings. They got rid of the buildings that were falling down or degraded or eyesores. Those are gone. They got all those torn down. You just have an empty field and grass or whatever. But once you pass Midlothian, it's just dismal-ish. I wouldn't quite call it dismal, but dismal-ish. And then when you go into where I used to live, I can actually use the word dismal in that case. And where I rent property, I think to myself, I wouldn't live here. I wouldn't live here. Then I thought again, as I went on, it's because I'm in a different class. I'm in another class. I don't want to say different. The class I'm in, economic or demographic or whatever, I wouldn't live there. But there are some people who need that kind of housing. I guess you want to call it affordable housing. Want to call it that? You can call it affordable housing or whatever, because the person who lived there, for a few years now. And they seem to be grateful to have that opportunity. So I guess I am providing them an opportunity, even though it's a place that this thing is only doing one side. It says it's only doing one side of the audio. What does that mean? It's on mono. Should I stop it? I might as well go with it now. I'll fix it later. So, it made me think that way. I thought about that before, because, the rental income from that property is like $600-700 a month, $650, $625, and I'm like, ooh. But maybe people are grateful to have that, and it's not for me to say. It's just for me to do my part, put it out there, and let the market, let capitalism, do what it's supposed to do. And by that I mean supply and demand. If you put it out there, no matter what it is, you ain't gonna worry about the quality or anything. If somebody willing to pay for it, somebody willing to pay for it. And if somebody's not, somebody's not. But I was thinking that, and then I started thinking, I don't even want to walk over there. And this man, I may have got to the point where I have no desire to even go over there anymore. Usually, it used to be the first thing I'd do when I drove in. Literally, the very first thing I would do was drive down the street I grew up on. Drive around the property, rental property in the house across the street that I spend a lot of time in. And just to see the neighborhood and see, you know, where everybody lives. See Cole and Grand Nancy's house, and, you know, Vernon's old house and Earl's old house, you know. Now it's just like, I think I think that's water under the bridge now, and it's kind of sad to say. It's kind of sad to admit and realize that, you know. It's kind of sad that to come to that realization, because it didn't, you know, like where I'm walking out now, oh my God. And we went yesterday. Yesterday, we went to Boardman Park. My God, it was gorgeous. We went up to Boardman Park. I had never been there before. My daughter had. It was gorgeous. I mean, it had a walking path through the woods. Had granddaughter walking through the woods. We was going on a bear hunt. And she wanted to go back in the woods. It was like a path, it was like a paved path, right? And then there was like a walking path. And we went on the walking path, so it was kind of, you know, it wasn't rugged, but it was like, you know, you went down the, you know, you was walking with sticks and, you know, rocks and mud a little bit, you know, it was kind of real. And then you see the trees all around you. It's like you was in a forest. You know, she seemed to like that, because when we was leaving, she was like, she wanted to go back in. She wanted to go back. I'd never been over there before. Then I went over there. They had this really, really nice playground. And then when you get there, you know, the playground is really, really nice. Oh my God. It's Boardman, for crying out loud. You know, they got money. That's the DiBartolo, the 49ers owner. You know, Boardman, the mall. Boardman is booming. I said before that all Boardman needed is a tourist attraction. It needed to be a vacation destination. So to go from that, and I used to stay out there in that area. I used to stay at hotels, because it got to the point where I couldn't stay on the south side no more, even years ago. Years ago, I realized I can't stay over here. I can't, you know. And I even think when my father was there, I had trouble staying with him and stuff, because I just couldn't, you know, it just wasn't enough for me, enough energy, and it wasn't bright enough. You know, it just wasn't exhilarating or whatever. And I would stay at a hotel in Boardman, and I was loving it. You know, the lights and, you know, restaurants and just, you know, people moving and all that. And then more over the years, I started catching myself saying, I realized, hey, coming over here is depressing. Every time, I do a lot better if I don't go over there anymore. And then I talked to my ex-wife and her husband, and then they say they don't even go over there anymore. That's where they grew up. They grew up on that street on St. Louis. And their house, I rode by my ex-wife's house, it's still there. You know, but I think the rest of the houses in that block are gone. And it's a thing. And I think I may have gotten to the point where now I'm like, you know, you know, I guess I gotta admit, I just don't want to go down that direction anymore. And I can also walk north on South Avenue. South Avenue is a little better than Market Street. It's not like this part, you know, that we're looking at now. It's nothing like this. You see cars and traffic, you see businesses, it's nothing like this. You know, it's not quite this busy or this business-like or businessy or whatever. But 8 Market, I might be on that bus tomorrow. It's not quite that businessy, but it's a little bit more than Market Street. So I guess that's today's revelation as I record only the one channel of audio for whatever reason. We'll take it back home and see how that goes. Oh, I can fix it easy. I can fix it no problem. That's why I didn't stop it. Because either way, I'm gonna have to edit it. So I guess I could stop it and start it again, because, well, if I start talking about something else, I will. But that's today's revelation. Having a good time with granddaughter. Oh my God, having a good time with granddaughter. I'm not one to get attached, but I am having a good time with that child. I do really have a good time. And it still amazes me how and why I have a good time. I don't understand how a 3-year-older can hold my attention. Or not even my attention. I don't know how a 3-year-older can stimulate me, but she just continues to amaze me. She just continues to amaze me in that the things she does and says, I guess, since I can, I'm there for a little while, whatever. When I get there, there's definitely a jump in her size and weight, from the last time I saw her. And she's saying things that, she wasn't saying before. But as she more and more recognizes stuff and does stuff, like the big one was, she can open the door herself now on the porch. She was on the porch, she barely reached it, and she like kind of hanging. Looked like she hanging off a cliff to grab the door, but she get that door handle, she get it down, she get it open, she get it in there. And she can open the door and go in and out the house now. I was like, whoa, that's a new one. And just little things she says and does. And I wouldn't classify them as cute, because I'm not really a cute person. What's gonna move me is something more practical. Something that may be of use in life. Cuteness is whipped cream on top. I'm thinking about the cake. You gotta be cute. Cuteness helps. That's why I'm out here losing weight and all that. Being attractive definitely helps in everything and anything, and dealing with people, with human beings. But you still gotta have some substance under it. The substance is where I really concentrate. And when I was fat and obesely overweight, I said, if I was to ever lose weight and get myself right physically, I'd be unstoppable. And not only was I believe that to be true, it was true in a sense that losing weight and get myself in shape, quote unquote, it wasn't the physical appearance that I thought. It definitely is a definite an effect having that physical appearance. Having that more attractive or whatever physical appearance. But actually what it was is my physical health improved. I felt better. I operated better. Had more stamina. Wanted to do more mentally and physically. Just more active mentally and physically. more capable even. That part is what really stood up. And that actually made me more attractive. Because attractive is an act. You ask me, attractive is an act. It's not so much how you look, but it's how you're looking. I just made that up. Did that work? Attractive is not how you look. Attractive is how you're looking, your energy or whatever. And some people know how to do that. Some people know how to do that very well. And that comes from inside. That comes from, your physical and mental state of mind and being, how you carry yourself, how you operate, the energy you putting out there. And then the physical part, physical attractiveness comes in. But how did I get on this thing about being physically? I was talking about granddaughter, physical. What was I talking about? How did I get on this subject? Anyway. Oh, out here walking, physical. I don't know. I forgot how I got on this subject. But anyway. Last night, got on the scale 217.8 today. Went back up. Oh, we had a good day. Because what happens is we wake up too late. We wake up too late to really do anything in Youngstown. And so we usually just end up going to a park and then going to Walmart, which is cool. So we went to a park yesterday. It was just gorgeous. Boardman, it was just gorgeous. I was impressed. I was so impressed. I did my, my usual, I can move here thing, I did my usual, I can move here, I can live here thing or whatever. Have that initial feeling. And then when I think about it, like, no, I can't. Not enough going on. Nowhere near enough going on. And if I was to be here, and the LA magazines do something, or they would be doing something in LA, and I couldn't be there, I'd probably rip my eyes out. Being a little bit dramatic. But it was really nice. It was just so, I don't know, refreshing, exhilarating, or stimulating just to see a place so beautiful. It was free and just right here. And so we pull up there, right? And it's just nice. Swing sets, and everything's so nice. Huge park, different areas, pavilions, places to have, like parties and whatever. And this one area, huge area, with a whole bunch of like kiddie rides, like little tricycles and those plastic mobile things with wheels, like things that, toddlers and kids could ride, like a little mini big wheel. There's a whole bunch, probably like 25 or 30 of them in there. I was like, oh my God, what is it? My daughter was saying, it was at a level that it looked like a daycare. That's how it was. And this was like a regular park, Boardman Park. But then, as I looked at the, little kids rides, toddler rides, a lot of them were broken. They were still working, but a lot of them were broken or this or that. Looked like people had dropped them off there, which is cool too, But there was a bunch of them there. There was a few of them that were, pretty good shape. A few of them that probably needed some work. But it was just impressive. And Here right now, 224, where I'm at now, this is what I consider Boardman. I've always considered this Boardman, but the Boardman city line actually starts way back by Midlothian, where I actually basically start. Hey, switch. Oh man, what's going on? The switch. Oh boy, this thing better be picking up my voice. It went to the other side. So, oh, let me get the shot. I forgot what I was going. Oh yeah, the actual city line starts way back at Midlothian, but I always consider this Boardman. To me, this is always Boardman. You can see, like I said, you can see the businesses and the livelihood and the energy and stuff there. And it's not like that on the south side. In fact, there is not a single grocery store on the south side of Youngstown. There's not a single grocery store on the south side of Youngstown. You gotta leave town to get to a grocery store. Homie, looking at me, you gonna run me over. What you gonna do? These people don't be looking. And they gonna look at me like, what's up? I'm like, I'm walking, dog. It's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I guess they expect you to stop. They literally look at you like you're supposed to stop. But love this place, love the weather. Oh God, you see how the weather is. Cloudy. You can see it's still kind of wet. It's muggy, but it's not, it's warm. Okay, it's like 60 something degrees, but it feels warmer. So I guess you can call that muggy. You can see it's overcast, but this just ain't overcast, them is clouds. Probably not gonna rain till like 3 o'clock. And it feels wet, but it's not really wet. It's just that, but it feels so good, it's comfortable. I'm very comfortable in this weather. Breathe better and everything. And knock wood, my allergies and sinuses haven't done nothing in a while. I don't want to say in a long time, I just want to say in a while, because I don't want to trigger or jinx anything. And maybe because of the humidity or the moisture in the air. I wonder if moisture in the air is humidity. You know what I mean? I don't know. I wonder if there's a difference. But here we are. And it was just, I mean, the park was just so nice. And you come out there and you leave there. And then we left there and went to Walmart and get granddaughter some toys. She'd be like, I want toys, I want toys. And we take her and get toys and she'll see something, she know, I want JoJo. I want JoJo Doctor. I want Elmo chicken or whatever. You know, she knows the people and the stuff. And, you know, and she'll scream for it. And we'll give it to her. She'll play for it a little while. And she'll see something else. And we'll take that one out and put it back. But the idea was to, well, to me, my idea was to get her the stuff she can like work with and do stuff with. And I got her that dollhouse. Like it was like a dollhouse, $19. I was like, oh, okay. And it was actually, you know, where she can actually set the people up in the bed and all that. And I seem like that's what she likes to do, or that's what I like for her to do, you know. And then she, you know, she get frustrated if she can't put the people down the way they're supposed to be, or gotta be real delicate with it, and all that. Knocking it over and getting it the way she wanted, get a little frustrated. But to understand, the bed, the mommy, the daddy, watching TV, at the computer, she could all set that up in like a little plastic dollhouse. And she played with that. And I got her like a little basketball hoop. And I set it up. And I set it up high. So she just can't dunk. So she just can't, like walk over there and drop the ball in there. And then I'll probably go to her grandmother's house, because that's a participation device. You need two people. That's probably nothing she gonna play with by herself. Or the dollhouse she could, just stuff. And my daughter brought up the point that at my house, on the street where, where I've been living for the last 20-something years or so, there was never no toys. And she was right. It was never no toys. I never had toys there. I never thought about it. It just never something I thought about. But she pointed out there was never no toys. I was like, yeah, you guys were older. She's like, no, we weren't. She don't remember no toys. There was some, when they were real little. I got pictures. I might even try to find them. There was some when they were like real little, when she was like maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 months old, or a year old or so. There was toys. But as they got older and started coming out, there wasn't no toys. I mean, that's just stuff the way I live. I know it's not all about me, but it's, in this case, about my mindset. It's like an office, or, I just didn't think that way. We were like too busy going and doing. I was more into going and doing and seeing. We did museums and parks and go here and Hollywoods and beaches and swimming and stuff like that. But she made a point, there was never no toys. So to her, she was just like, oh my God, who is this person buying all these toys? And she took pictures, even made video of all the toys. And it's not a lot, and plus they was on sale. Believe me, I was looking at price. So, I figured I'd get something to keep granddaughter distracted that she could mess with for a cheap price. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. Plus, I'd rather do it this way than on Christmas. I always mess Christmas up. I should start now on Christmas, getting people Christmas gifts. And that's probably what people do. They probably start now. I always mess Christmas up, wait too late. And because it's gifts I want to get people, and I keep forgetting. And I'll be waiting. And it's kind of hard to get people gifts who, they pretty much got everything, and you got to think it out. It's a strategy. And it's a deadline on that strategy. So you got to put in work. But anyway, so it's nice, to actually take her and be able to go shopping with her and see her, see her in the item, and to actually see her reaction to it, or what she wants or doesn't want. It makes things easier to buy. Plus, like I said, I have an agenda of the kind of stuff I want her to have. Make her think, or make her work, or put together, or, and not assemble, but arrange, and, all that. Anyhow, young son of people, next last day before I rent a car and drive 6 hours to Bethesda, Maryland. You could save like 45 minutes for $30 in tolls. $30 in tolls to save 48 minutes. from Youngstown, Ohio to Bethesda, Maryland. I'll take the long way. I'll try to get up early. I got my alarm set for 8:50. So if I get up at 8:50 and I walk to the Enterprise Place, which is 4.1 miles away, that means I'll get my steps, I'll get the car, roughly about 10:30 or so. That's when I said I'll pick it up 10:30. Get the car about 10:30. Come back, probably get on the road probably about 11:30 noon. Probably get to Bethesda 6:37. And 8 o'clock, supposed to be something going on. See, the idea is to get there. The idea is to get there at check-in time. I'm still trying to figure out, I might try to do something earlier. I might try to get up earlier because I had the car scheduled for 8 a.m. And if I can get there, earlier, if I had it 8 a.m., I walk there, got my walk in. If I get there 8 a.m., maybe I gotta leave at like 6:30 to walk. That ain't gonna happen. 6:30 a.m. But anyway, working it out. Swinging a few times. For me, on the phone. For every elementary particle that has ever existed, and any atom in this or in the universe that ever was, is, or will be. The totality of it all, theory of universe, hypothesis of all as one. My name is Jeffery.